think it's a vision. It's more of a picture. God doesn't give me long movies. He just gives me pictures. So I got this picture of me. It's clearly me, and I'm walking in a ditch, and the ditch is full of mud. But I'm walking through the mud. I'm wearing this white thing, and it's getting dirty. It's getting filthy. I'm just trudging through there doing my thing, moving pretty quick for me, I think. And then Jesus, I know it's Jesus. Okay, I don't really see his face or anything, but I know he's up on the top, and there's this road. And it's it's a perfect place to walk. It's a path. And he's walking up there with me. And then eventually I hear this voice, and he's saying, "You don't have to do that. Carl, you don't have to walk in the mud." Okay, so here's what the meaning is for me. I don't know if that has any meaning for you. But guys, I had sin. Okay? And Jesus was saying, listen, I can take care of that sin. I can get that out of your life. You don't have to wait, because I had this feeling that I was going to eventually live my life and I was going to go ahead and keep sinning, but because of God's grace, he was going to take care of it. He had to, because he said he would. And God doesn't let you down. And by the way, I think he would. But there's more to it than that, right? I don't have to wait until I die. I don't have to wait until I die. It's like a right now thing. He's saying, am I doing something wrong with this? Okay, anyway, so I've never done this before. I'm sorry. But at any rate, so Jesus said to me, you don't have to do that. You can get out of here and you can be clean. But I had this feeling that basically you get to heaven and there's this washing off place you go to, and there's St. Peter or maybe one of the angels will go, okay, come on in. Well, we know you've been filthy. You depended on God's grace and you lived a filthy life. We'll wash you off before you get to heaven. Yes, that's not the way it works. That's not what God intends. He intends to make us like himself now. He intends us to be his love. He wants us to love him and love our neighbor as ourselves right now. He wants us to be his fragrance right now. He wants us to be his power. He wants us to be his change in the world. Now, you guys may go, yeah, duh, Carl. Okay, and for me, that's huge. Okay, for me, that's huge because I really find that hard to believe that God would want to do that. But he does, doesn't he? That's why Jesus came down. That's why Jesus died on the cross. Okay, he got that first step done, but it's not only acceptance by faith. Then let me read one verse. I'm not going to read all the verses. Okay, I'm finding out that this would be too much. But let me read this one verse to you that really was the catcher for me. If I can find 2 Corinthians. It's in 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Verse 7, starting with, now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Oh, by the way, can I make a comment on that freedom thing? This is a wonderful place to be with that freedom thing. Can I just to tell you, I was telling my daughter this. That this truly is when I come here, I truly feel free. Not just because you're in the wide open, which is totally cool too, but I really feel free. Oftentimes, I'm not a real church guy. I'm not a churchy guy, and oftentimes when I go to church, I'm going, yeah, I don't feel really good here.